Hello YouTube friends. I'm staying at my brother's house at the moment. I arrived a few days ago and I've come down to where he lives because my brother's gone away for Christmas, and so I'm here for a little while, and other family members are going to be coming and helping as well. So the last couple of posts that have been here for the Advent posts have been scheduled and made at home and scheduled to post, but I've run out of those now, and so here I am. It's the 23rd. It's the 23rd of December, which means that there's today and Christmas Eve, and then that's the end of Advent. Now, all things being equal, I'm going to be driving tomorrow. Driving, and then arriving home and sorting things out at home. So I'm fairly certain that this is going to be the last video that I do for the Advent series. I'm pleased that Anna and I, who put all these videos together, and Anna's done a lot of work on a lot of them, and I've done some of them on my own, but she's mostly helped me. And I'm pleased that we haven't, there haven't been gaps, even though I've had an incredibly busy time. This is my second trip to see my dad in December, but we've had videos scheduled to post and ready to go, except for tonight. So I'm going to chat to you tonight, but what I was going to do, I was going to look at the videos that we've got here on for the past 7 days and answer some comments on them. And I was going to do that. I was really all intending to do that. But I'll tell you something, guys, I'm tired. And so instead of doing that, I'm just going to talk to you. Thank you very much, everybody who's subscribed. The subscriptions have gone up a little bit, which is absolutely lovely. So if you're enjoying these Advent videos that I've done now, and that this will be the last of, then do subscribe and click the thumbs up and all of that malarkey. So instead of reading out the comments, we're just going to review them, because I have managed to do a video every day. We planned this out way back in September time, Anna and I, and we have managed to post a craft video or a making video or a chat or something every day of Advent, which we set out to do, and I'm really proud of. Thank you very much for all the lovely comments of people encouraging me along the way. It's been really great to have all of you enjoying what we've been doing. We've done things like the Christmas decorations, we've made the Christmas cards, we've done quite a lot of cooking, the little shortbread stars. Now I've got some of those shortbread stars with me because the family who are coming to take over tomorrow, who are actually going to come and stay, I'm at my brother's house. It's absolutely lovely. He moved house about a month ago, and his house is 3 times the size of the old one, and really, really nice. And so I've been here on my own, and it's been really peaceful and really, really quiet. There's no cats, obviously. The cats are all well cared for at home. John's been looking after the cats for me. He's been popping in and feeding the cats and putting some food out for the poultry. So they're all right. But they're all right in that they're fed, but they're not really getting extra special cuddles. But it has been very quiet here. As soon as I turn on the camera and say, hello, YouTube friends, no Norma. It's very odd. So I'm looking at some of the videos here. There's so many, it actually won't go back far enough. And so the shortbread stars, the family who are coming tomorrow, I brought some for them and tied those up for them with a little ribbon. So that's for them. And so we made the chocolate torte. Now, I really enjoyed when I read the comments about all the cooking videos, about people saying that, because I left the recipes wherever there was a recipe, unless I was winging it, people saying how much they enjoyed them and how much they might be making them themselves. What was amusing was that in the introduction, which I'll put at the beginning of this, there was the butternut squash, just a few seconds of the butternut squash people kept saying, when are you going to show us how to make that? Well, I think that went up in the last day or two, didn't it? And so the people who like the idea of having a vegetarian, well, that was vegan, in fact, alternative. There was a few comments I'm remembering from that because I was struggling cutting the squash in half, and people saying that, you know, pop it in the microwave for a couple of minutes or cook it in the oven for a bit. I don't have a microwave, never have had. And in fact, I sometimes quite enjoy battling on with vegetables. It was fine. I didn't mind. It was all good. And so for the Christmas dinner then, which of course we've eaten, we ate it when my son and his lovely woman came from Canada in November. I made it all for them. So those were all filmed then and recorded then for them coming. And it was the stuffed butternut squash, leeks and mushroom in a wine and sauce with a crunchy topping. There was maple glazed carrots there as well. And I did some roast potatoes. Now, I did say I'm not doing a video about roast potatoes because everyone knows how to roast potatoes. Well, it turns out one or two people don't know. So the way that I do my roast potatoes, and I think we've all got our own way of doing this, haven't we? Is I parboil the potatoes, and these ones were actually small whole potatoes, and I parboil them, which means that they're not soft, but they're started to be cooked. Then I put a tray, a dish in the oven with oil in, getting that oil really, really, really screaming hot. I might put a couple of cloves of garlic in there. And then when the oil is really hot, I drain all the water off the parboiled potatoes, put them in, and they sizzle a lot, and turn them all over. And at that point, sometimes if you wanted to, you could actually smash the potatoes just ever so slightly, just to break the skins a little bit if they're in the skins, or just break the surface of them, and that'll give you really, really crunchy, crispy baked potatoes. I can't remember whether I did that. Salt and black pepper if you like. You could put some additions in there, like a few chili flakes or whatever you like, but I didn't. I just put salt and pepper and garlic back in the oven again until the outsides go golden. And it's as simple as that. I didn't do a recipe on it, but it really, really is easy. And then, then there was Advent at the last Homely House where Kate takes a day off. So on the 12th of December, I wasn't there either. But we made wrapping paper and gift wrap. Now, one video that I suppose if I'd still been at home I would have made would be wrapping up some presents and showing you how I used all those things. But you can kind of guess, can't you, how that went. The chat ones, the stained glass window biscuits, which I decorated the tree with, and they were a Mary Berry recipe, and the recipe was underneath the video. Now, I put some of them on my Christmas tree, but actually the rest of them are all in a bag over there, about 12 or 15 of them, because the family who are coming to stay here tomorrow, there's 7 people. And I think they might enjoy these cracky, some of them are children, they might enjoy these cracky biscuits. So the handmade wrapping paper, I was very tired the day I made that. I think you might have noticed. But the firelighters I enjoyed making. Now, I'm going to wrap some of those up in sort of like little newspaper parcels and give them to each of my children who have wood burning stoves. And then we went to collect the Christmas tree and we decorated the Christmas tree. And then finally, it says here, after I made the butternut squash, then we went to the bakery to pick up my Christmas cake. Now, I brought one of the boxes with me with a few of the bits of treats in, some of the Christmas tiffin and those things, and I'm going to leave those for the family who are coming tomorrow, so they'll really enjoy them. Now, what I'm playing with here, I've got some knitting wool here, and in fact, I was going to sit and knit while I chatted to you, and I'm making, this is beautiful alpaca. It's so soft, and it's from a company called Wool and the Gang, and it's I found them online, and this lovely, lovely soft alpaca. And what I'm doing, I'm making Agnes a little cardigan, and I was going to sit and knit while I was chatting to you, but I've got to the bit where you've got to count, and so it's looking like an octopus at the minute. But there we go, is that bit there and that bit there, and this is the little cardigan here, and I'm just making the sleeves now. So last night I just cast on for the sleeves. So hopefully, because I'm here till tomorrow, so I've got tonight here at my brother's house, just me on my own. So with a bit of luck, I might get on and do some of the sleeves. I'm doubting it'll get finished in time for Christmas, because that's only 2 days away. But you never know. I knit all of that last night, so I might. So what I want to do now is I want to tell you about this little carol singing I went to on the 19th, which was last Thursday, I think. Yeah. Every year, my friends who live about 6 miles away, and it's a group of about, I don't know, maybe 5 little families who all live together in this one place. It's a farm with lots of farm buildings, and some of them have been converted into houses, and there's about 6 families live down there, I think. Anyway, every year they do carols, and it's not a proper sort of carol service where, you know, it's all very formal and so on. We just usually just belt out these carols pretty loud. And so what I've done, because of course I didn't want to put any of the people, I haven't asked any of them, but the singing's anonymous. So I'm going to put some pictures on the end of this video with some of the sort of raucous celebratory Christmas carols on at the end of this video for you to enjoy if you would like to listen to them. There's the little children all sing Away in a Manger, which is just a delight. And so if you would like to listen to those will be on at the end. And so I'll be driving tomorrow. I'll be here in the morning sorting out some things for Dad. And then I'll be driving home for Christmas Eve. And then what we're going to do then is get Christmas, have a lovely Christmas, a really nice, quiet, gentle Christmas, everybody. And after Christmas, we'll get started in the new programme for videos in 2020, which I'm already looking forward to, because I've got some lovely ideas of things I want to make with you. I'm going to give you the heads up now. There'll be 1 video a week. This 1 video a day, not only for here, but for the Patreon channel as well. Because over on Patreon, I've been reading from this book. Now, for the longest time, I tried to find a book that was out of copyright that I could read on Patreon without falling foul of the royalty, the copyright laws. Well, this one's not in copyright because I wrote it. And I give myself permission to read it. And what it is, in fact, is the travel journal that I took with me 7 years ago, nearly, when I went to New Zealand. And all the adventures, all my New Zealand adventures are in here from 7 years ago. And so over on Patreon for just $1, I'll keep that tier for this particular reward tier just at $1. You can listen to all the adventures. Now, I've got to the end of it now, but I want to do one more post, which I'm going to do after I've loaded this. I'm going to do one more post for the New Zealand journal for all the people on Patreon who are watching that. Thank you to everyone who's been along and signed up for that $1. It's just $1. And, you know, I don't mind if you leave at the end of it. That's all right. But thank you to everyone who's wanted to hear this. I'm going to go and wrap it up in a few minutes' time and post that video, so that's the last little leg of this journey. Yeah, I won't do it now. I'll do it in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do then is wish you all a very, very, very happy Christmas. Thank you to everybody who's left a comment, who's left a like, who's subscribed, who's shared this video, who's done any kind of interacting. Thank you. It makes a massive difference to the way YouTube then engages with my channel, which means that, you know, growth is nice and slow and steady. And you're all there on that huge virtual sofa I'm sitting on my brother's sofa now, but this sofa that we're all on goes on and on and on. So everyone just keep passing down the biscuits, pour the tea, budge up a bit so that someone can snuggle in beside you, and we'll all enjoy visiting with one another on this sofa, but we'll also all enjoy a really, really, really happy Christmas. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Take it easy. Sometimes, you know, Christmas isn't all about, it can be a difficult time. Remembering people that you might have lost, and remembering, you know, family who are far away, or, you know, family who are, you know, having a bit estranged. There's all sorts of things go on, and everybody imagines everyone's supposed to be happy and all get along. It's not always that way, is it? And so I was reading something the other day, and it said, and it was saying this very thing, and it said, just look for the little bits of joy in all the little unexpected places, and enjoy and, you know, stitch all of those together in your memory of this Christmas. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the recipient of this little piece of knitting. I'm going to fill her little stocking that we made together with all sorts of little treats and treasures, and pop those in that stocking for her for Christmas morning. So I'm going to leave you now with the carol singing and with some pretty pictures of whatever I can find, just so that you just get the music. And it's just on for a few minutes, and it's not very tuneful. We make a big old noise, but I think that's how carols were meant to be sung. I really do. So Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon, but we'll be going back to a normal posting schedule after this Advent series. So thanks everybody so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you. And thank you to Anna too for doing such a lot of marvellous work with the editing. This will be the last time you'll be listening to the Sugar Plum Fairy, which some of you might quite like. And we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye now.
For the rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organs with singing in the choir.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
See the blazing Yuletide chorus, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell your Yuletide treasure, la 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 la. A blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same. How that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, tidings and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon that night. Though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hear the pagan stand by me, if thou know it telling, yonder peasant, who is he, where and what is dwelling?
For he lives a goodly place underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes' fountain.
Ring Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I will see him dine when we gather thither. Page and mourner, forth they went together. Through the rude wind's mountain and the bitter weather.
The night is darker now, and the wind goes stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer.
Mark my footsteps, good my page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage, free thy boldness wholly.
In his master's step he trod, where the snow lay dinted. Each was in the very sod which the saint had printed. Therefore, Christian men, be sure, wealth or rank possessing, ye who now will bless the poor,